Hey, y'all. Hey, disruptors. Happy Friday. I'm sitting here in the salon getting my nails done and my feet. My favorite thing is to get a mani-pedi from my girl Tiffany here. Y'all probably have seen her on my live before. We in the shop. The name of her place is Amethyst Rose Nails Studio. Am I saying it right? Yep. So she gets me together. And we've been in here talking. She told me I done came in here and disrupted some stuff. Oh, I'm just helping her get her shit together, y'all. That's what I do. So what are y'all doing this weekend? What do you got going on for the weekend? Today is Friday. I am going to be connecting with one of my accountability partners. We are working on value proposition. I'm working on my personal branding as part of the new community that I joined. And if you ever want to know more about anything that I'm doing, you got to hit me up in the DMs or let me know that you're interested. Okay? I was just having a conversation with someone about transparency, and I'm fully transparent about my life. What I'm not very transparent about is sharing family things, as far as, because it's me that's on social media, not my family, other than my son, because he's on social media too, and he's a public figure. And then my clients, and these are some realizations that I'm starting to have, right? I'm like, well, I see people sharing client stories and all of that. The work that I have been doing so far has been so sacred, and my clients need a safe space. And so the things that we talk about and the things that they go through, I still am learning a way to do that that still honors them and their journey. So what I typically need to be able to share is questions, right? Questions that you have, and then I can be able to give you an example and talk about and coach you through that. And so that is one thing that I would love for you to start asking and sharing. And you don't have to ask it out in the open. Hit me up in the DMs, because I know when I was having the conversation around narcissistic relationships, that's what was going on, right? I needed to set a safe environment. So we got that. And what's going to happen, the Village Healing Circle, we're making some adjustments. When you pivot, certain things still have to change, right? And so it's not just for people that have been impacted by narcissistic relationships. And oh, by the way, the Village Healing Circle is for men and women. And I should get the waiting list together so that you can all get started and be on the waiting list. Like some of this stuff, this is not my lane kind of stuff. However, it's coming. It's coming, okay? And I also realized that I just wasn't talking about what I'm doing. I'm a doer. I don't do a lot of talking. I just do, right? And so with that being said, I need you all to holler back at me and let me know if what I'm talking about is even helpful. I'm a coach. I want to coach you through the disruptions that you've had in your life. And I want you to know what I've learned is a lot of the disruptions and the things that are going on is from maintaining the status quo. That's what got you there. And it's not going to help you get where you really want to go. It will not help you make your dreams a reality, because You trying to fit in a box, and you ain't even supposed to be in a box. Not at all. You got to get out of that box. And that's what I'm uncovering with the clients that I serve. They're ready, they're tired, they want to disrupt some shit. Okay? That's just the real. You know, I'm toying with this idea of my messaging. I know that it's around disruption and helping people through setbacks, but I want to help those people that are ready to disrupt some shit. Like, really, because what you're doing is not working. Maintaining the status quo is not working for you. I can help you get where you truly are supposed to be. You are designed and are created to be one unique individual. And so the fact that if you have been looking at what everybody else is doing, from a religious perspective, being in community and feeling like you've got to be a certain way, that's probably not what's true for you. What I know to be true is a lot of folks join communities to belong, because we do want to belong, because sometimes you don't feel like you belong anywhere, and I understand that. However, it's important to be in a space wherever you are that you feel accepted. You know, even if you like wearing, you know, you like wearing boys' clothes, or you think different, because I know I think different. You know, I like to cuss. Christians don't think I should be cussing, because it's gonna keep somebody else from coming to Christ, or all of those things. And I don't believe that's true, because they already cussing. And that's what I learned when I started talking the spirit, really real talk. My God knows that I cuss, that I like to cuss, because sometimes it's necessary. It's what's on my heart to do. And a lot of times it's probably been because I've been stifled for so long about so many things, right? A good place cuss word sometimes is just what it's at. It's not because I don't have the language. I have language. I have lots of language. Let's just scheduling a time. So I'll call her back after I get done talking to you all. But yeah, it's time to be disruptive. What's been going on has not been helping you. I can help you navigate through the disruptions and get to the part where your dreams become a reality. What does that need to look like? First off, we start by writing the vision and making it plain. Some of you, things have knocked you off your square to where you don't even know what that even looks like for you anymore, right? Because you're so disconnected from yourself and who you truly desire to be, the life you truly desire to live. Life is long. Life is long, even though people say life is short. It's long when you're not being who you truly desire. You're not being your true self. It gets really long, because then it feels like you're waiting for someday. Someday is not on the calendar, first of all. And you're not really working towards the goals and the dreams that you have, because you're maintaining status quo that don't have nothing to do with you and what you really want. So when you write it down, and sometimes that's because you don't want to be judged. You want to fit in, because life has taught you that you got to have the dog, the cat, and 2.5 kids, and all of these things, and a husband and or a wife, when you don't even know yourself yet. You get with somebody else expecting them to read your mind and know, you know, all of the things. Sometimes that works out for people, but sometimes that doesn't. And it makes you really, really, really unhappy, because you're doing things for other people. Because especially as women, that's what we've been taught, to be of service and support your family. And when it's a team effort, you got a family, it's a team effort. Then there's resentment, because in most situations, the man is getting to do all the things that they desire to do, like they're a kid, and all of the things, and then the woman is not getting to do what she desires to do, or vice versa. I've seen it in reverse too, where men are more of service than women. But here's the thing: none of us have been here before, so we don't really know what's right or what's wrong, or what is, what we're going to be judged on. We don't know, really. But I do believe each person has to do what's purposed in their heart. And when you get away from doing that, depression sets in, picking up vices, overeating, over drinking, over sexing, over educating, like all of these things that we do in excess is what happens, because we're masking something. We're masking something because you don't believe that you can be your true self. You can be your true self. You probably need motivation, support, and accountability to help you get there, but you can definitely be your true self. So, homework for today is to write down your entire vision and what you want that to be for your life. Nobody else. You don't have to share it with anybody. You don't have to make announcements. You don't have to do any of that, right? Because it's your life. You get to decide. You get to choose. You can decide today you don't want to show up for that whatever commitment that you made that you really don't want to do, that you're going to be a part of, because you don't want to be judged. You don't want people talking about you. Guess what? They're talking about you anyway. They're talking about you anyway. You talking about you because you don't want to do it, and that's okay. You get the right. You deserve to do what you want to do. Yeah, they say sometimes you got to do what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do. You still get to choose what that looks like too, because you're passing the time anyway. You are passing the time anyway. So why don't you choose to do what you want to do with that time? One person that I'm so proud of and I just love is my son. He wanted to be an actor. It's a lot goes into that he didn't know that he was going to have to face. But he's in it for the long haul. Now, as a mother, some of that is really, really hard to watch. But those are some decisions and choices that he made, and I haven't seen him compromise himself in that. So that makes me really proud of him for deciding what he wants, and he's all in. With all of the valleys and the peaks, it's some highs, it's some lows, it's some testing of his willpower and all of those things. You know, because there's no, everybody's path is different. There is no rule book on what that looks like for your journey. And sometimes you're waiting on the blueprint, and you are the blueprint. You got to create it, because you got a vision and dream and a mission that only you can bring to life. So you got to create the blueprint, so you don't know what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? And trying to do it like somebody else, you start to realize this don't work. I'm just making it harder. When you got to follow the vision that you see. And that's what's happening with me. Right? I was over here trying to do all the things that they say to do and all of that. And sometimes it does make sense with certain things. But when it's your mission and your gift, and it doesn't look like sometimes what other people are doing, You just got to do it. You got to do it how you see it. You have to do it how you see it, because no one else sees it. It's been given to you. You don't need permission. You don't need to talk 1,000 times to people about it to see what they think. You don't need to do any of that. You probably need to get in the right environments so that you can be supported, that is going to cultivate you and hold you accountable so that you can get it done, because it might get hard. Anything worth having, we mostly know that it's not going to be easy, because everybody would be doing it. But if it's your call on your life, get with the people that are in the right areas to help you fertilize that. Take your seed and help you fertilize your seed so that it can grow. Because maintaining the status quo has only gotten your seed this far, and maybe you don't feel like you're in the right space, in the right place. So you got to come over to the right places, right? So holler at me. Well, don't holler. Let me know what you're going to disrupt, because you're a disruptor. You're not a maintainer of the status quo. You got dreams and visions that you need to make it happen, right? And if you need support with that, I've got the Clear Vision Workshop coming up on August 27th. Right now it's free. So I advise you to go ahead and get on in there and get registered so you can take advantage of the free, right? And we're going to write out the vision. We're going to make it plain. We're going to total up the costs. We're going to identify what are the money generating activities that you can do to help you pay for it, right? Have the life and the dreams you desire, right? And have that plan so you can get to it. So you can get to it. You have waited long enough. The time is now for you to have all the things that you desire. Go for it with all your marbles, all the marbles, so that you can feel free, so that you can be who you were called to be. Absolutely. If you got a dream and a vision, you've been called to it. Only you can bring it to life. You know, I had someone I was talking with today talk about that they hope that it doesn't take too long for me to bring my vision to life. But I've been bringing it to life. I've been bringing it to life. What happened was I found my calling along the way. You know? And the calling is the thing that feels so effortless and easy for you that you don't believe that you can be paid for it. But I assure you, you can. Your gifts, your calling will make room for you. It absolutely does. And the people that are courageous enough to do that have the real freedom. That's the real freedom. You not feeling like you need to fit in somebody else's box. You create your own magic, your own box, not someone else's box. You are the box. Yes, you are. Okay? So I want you to get out the pen and paper. I want you to start writing down your dreams, your desires, and it definitely can include your family, the wealth, all the things that you want to have, how you see yourself like living, right? It's got to start now. It's just not going to happen if you don't have the goals and the plan for it, right? But first you got to identify what you want. You don't have to just exist. You can live, you can have a joyful, purposeful life. But you got to be thinking about it and not just existing. Okay? So I don't want to belabor this conversation. But if it resonates with you, I want to hear about it. Let me know. Let's talk about it. I love hearing what's going on with you. Share what's going on with you. I want to know. I am interested. Yes, I am. That's why I always ask, how y'all doing? How you feeling? How's your energy? Like, what's going on? Talk to me. You know? All right? It's Friday. Tell me what you got going on. If you just, if you just chilling, what have you. I'm going to connect with my accountability partner later. And after that, I'm probably going to pop me some popcorn. Y'all saw my whirly pop. I did get some answers on that. One person told me to use Dawn, which I love Dawn, but Dawn ain't cutting it. So I think I'm just going to still be friends with the Brillo pad for now. And, yeah. Tiffany, you got anything to say to the people? No,
I'm trying to think.
She over here working.
I'm listening.
She getting in. She in listening mode. I didn't disrupted some things in her life, but in a good way.
Yes.
It's a setup. It's a setup.
Confirmation.
She says it's confirmation. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. I'm just led by the Spirit.
And I think that's what sometimes people fail to remember is that it's okay to disrupt.
It's okay to disrupt.
They don't want to,
Well, you've already been disrupted, so now you just undoing what was done that you didn't know that you could probably do. Some people need permission. Guess what? I, Selena, the Disruptor Coach, give you permission to disrupt some things in your life that you no longer need to maintain the status quo. So you can tell people that I said, and if they got a problem with it, to come talk to me. I know so many people gonna have a problem with the fact that I said SHIT 3 times on here. They done probably counted. I'm gonna get some calls, all of that, when they already know better. They already know better. They'll be all right. All right. Until next time, I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear what you got going on. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Okay? And don't forget to sign up for the Clear Vision Workshop while it's free, because the price is going up. It's a game changer. Watch the videos. If you're not sure, there are testimonials out there. You need to be in there because you got vision in you that needs to get out. That is meant to be in the world, not just rolling around in your mind and your heart. Right?
I did the Clear Vision Workshop.
You did do the Clear Vision Workshop. How was it?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
You broke it down. Like, you had me write out. We'll talk about, no, you had me write out what I want to do for myself.
She's talking about the Clear Vision Workshop, y'all. And here's a live testimonial.
Yep, she had me write out exactly what I wanted, and then when I had to figure out exactly what that amount was, and then we broke it down into bit-sized pieces and created ideas to get to that point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How powerful was?
Oh, it definitely was powerful, because I think especially when you break it down, it always is powerful when you break it down, because some people can't see the breakdown, and it's a lot easier to maintain or get to when you see it in smaller pieces on how you can make it happen.
Absolutely.
And really, like you say, everything that we want for ourselves is inside of us already. Like, sometimes that's part of disrupting. Like, figure out what you want.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Disrupt yourself.
Absolutely.
So you're going to stop just allowing and staying conforming and staying the same.
That's the word, conforming. Conforming.
So disrupt you. Figure
Yes.
out what you want, and you already know what it takes to get there. You already know what your capabilities are, and it's not outside of you, it's within you. So that's what I learned.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Tiffany. You know, she's saying some things. She's going to get me in here preaching in 5 more minutes.
That's what you need.
I know it's difficult for some, right? Because life has, been beating on you or weighing you down. Your light feels a little dim and all of those things. But there's strength in you. The strength in you to fight for you. To fight for you, to fight for your dreams, fight for your desires. All the things that you don't believe you can have, you can have. You need support and accountability to help you get there. But it's possible. It is totally possible to bring that mission, that vision that just won't leave you alone. You probably thinking it's so big because it's never been done before. You can do it. You can totally do it. All right? Believe that. Sit with it. Get your journal out. Write about it. And we can get you started. Okay? Well, happy Friday. I hope you have a wonderful evening and an amazing weekend. Let me know what y'all doing. I need some ideas. I'm going somewhere tomorrow. I think it's a ball. I can't think of the name of the ball. Liberian ball. I'm going to a Liberian ball. It's going to be interesting. I've never been to a Liberian ball. And do something different. Do something new, right? Because we disrupting some things. Try something new this weekend, okay? All right. Have a good night. Take care.